Today is a big day. Today is the day that I am going to be developing film on my own for the first time ever. And I'm really nervous. I'm nervous to learn. It feels like a big step. It's probably not. I think I'm making a big deal about it. I got an A in high school chemistry, so I really shouldn't be that intimidated. It's probably gonna be like, probably a walk in the park. Probably pretty easy for somebody like me. I'm gonna develop my own film. We're gonna be developing black and white film. I have 3 rolls. The whole development kit that I'm going to be using today is all from Flic Film. I'm gonna be using their Simplicity developer. It's a 2-part developer. I'll go over it all pretty quick here. But all of the graduated cylinders and the bottles and everything you see is all from Flic Film. So if you're interested to get started with film, go and check out Flic Film. They've got absolutely everything you need. And they're a Canadian-based company, so support local. Today's video is going to be a learn with me style video. So I am coming in with absolutely no prior knowledge whatsoever. I have developed film one time, and it was when we developed film in blood, and that specifically did not use developer. We used blood. So it wasn't the same process, but I did have a little bit of experience doing the reels and the tank and the bit, but I have never done it on my own, and so this is my very first time, and you're seeing it all live reaction style. Okay, let's get started. Let's get down to business. I keep sitting down and saying first things first, but then I actually don't know what the first thing is. So I haven't really started, I've just been sitting here. Let's do it. Jesus, oh, it's a pop top. Right, so I'm gonna need to crank the film onto these in the dark bag. Okay, first things first, we are going to load the film onto this, and then we're gonna put it in the tank. And then that part goes like that. This goes in there. I don't remember this part, dude. And where's that roll of film? Here's the first roll of film. Double shot, photo walk, our first victim. All right, so we're sticking it all in the dark bag, and just the one spool. To do this all blind, that's the hard part, isn't it? Open the film cartridge with the cartridge opener. Take the film out of the cartridge and trim the end of the film. Got the scissors right here. Feed film into the reel on the flat side of the tabs. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I totally thought that was gonna take me like forever, so I didn't record it, but I actually got the film on the reel first try. So it's in here. I use this 9-step guide. I'll link it down in the description below because it's actually extremely useful. Very well written out. Thank you, Instructables.com. Let's put the developer in here now. So next up, we're gonna be mixing the developer. I have this 1-liter bottle and this graduated cylinder that goes up to 1 liter. And I'm gonna be using the Simplicity developer from Flic Film. This is a new product from Flic Film, kind of exciting. It is made to be as simple as possible, which, thank God. The instructions are all on the cover, so I'm just gonna follow those and we'll see what happens. Don't use your teeth to open it, just in case you get developer in your mouth. It's probably not good for you. I saw this Ask Reddit post the other day, and it was this guy who was like, is eating film bad for you? And he's like, oh yeah, well I was like really distracted one day, and so I just started like nibbling on the liter of my film, and then I looked down and like all of the liter was gone, and I had like eaten the whole thing. Is that bad for you? Like, buddy, I don't know if eating film is bad for you, but like being so absent-minded that you accidentally eat the entire liter off of your roll of film, that's probably bad for you. So this comes with 3 little packets. You get 1 packet of part A, 2 packets of part B, and the part A is used for 20 rolls of film, and each of the part B is used for 10 rolls of film. So in total, you have enough here for 20 rolls of film. Part A, mix contents with 750 milliliters of water, heated to 50 to 55 degrees Celsius. Use developer at 18 to 24 degrees Celsius. Do I have a temperature? Do I have a thermometer? I have a thermometer. Wow, it's a Flic Film branded thermometer. Look at that. It's kind of fancy.
Three hours later.
So many people told me this was going to be easy. This is not easy. I have been at this for like 4 hours now, and I have not put any chemicals into the film. I didn't realize that the mixing the chemicals was going to take so long, and now I only have half an hour left until I have to be at my mom's house on a Zoom call. So I'm just going to blast through this, and we're going to hope that this works. I've got all my chemicals mixed. It took a long time for these to cool down. I had to put them in the freezer, but now they are both at like 22 degrees Celsius. I've got the digital timer out. This came in the Flic Film kit, excellent. And we're gonna hope that it works out. So I'm gonna be leaving the developer in here for about 6 to 7 minutes. Let's say 7 minutes. We wanted to do a little bit of extra time because the double shot camera tends to underexpose images, and I just wanted to give them their best fighting chance. Put appropriate amount of part A into developing tank, agitate for 3 minutes, and then pour back into the bottle, and then pour appropriate amount of part B into developing tank, agitate for 3 minutes, and then pour part B back into the bottle. Do not pre-wash or rinse between A and B. Okay, easy. Developer, stop bath, fixer. Here's our stop bath. Oh, I haven't mixed the stop bath. Make 2 liters. I don't have 2 more liter bottles. I I'm going to be super precise. Oh no, we're going off script here. I did the right thing and measured it all out super precisely. You didn't see it because it was off camera, but just trust me, that's what it did. And I also used personal protective equipment, which you should use, and a mask. Most of those things were lies, but I think that this is gonna work. Okay, 3 minutes, and we're gonna add part A. Here we go. What's an appropriate amount of part A to put into the development tank? I guess just enough to cover it, right? And then I can pour it back in the bottle. Okay, I'm doing it. And I'm agitating it. Okay, that was part A poured in, and I just poured it back, and now we're gonna do part B. And I'm just gonna pour an appropriate amount of part B into here. I think appropriate amount is a very vague term. Those of us who have no idea what the hell we're doing need less vague terminology. That's part B, setting my timer, 3 minutes. And I'm agitating. And I'm only gonna be able to do one roll because I have now 20 minutes until I have to go to my mom's house. Oh my god, sorry mom, I'm sorry I'm late. This is what I'm doing. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I had to phone a friend. So I got Jamie Maldonado, film aficionado, on the line on Instagram, and he's given me some tips. Jamie and I have a film photography podcast. If you haven't watched it, it's called Blank Frame. And I feel like such a poser having a film photography podcast and then struggling this much to develop film, but this is how we learn. 1 minute, oh my god, the tension! Ah! After this minute is up, what am I gonna be doing? I don't think I need to agitate it the whole time. Order of developer, stop bath, and fixers. Where's our stop bath? So for agitation, doing 1 inversion every 2 seconds for a total of, oh, you're inverting it. Oh my god, he's like fully like bringing it upside down. Oh no, I was not doing that. Okay, so there's about 15 seconds left. Oh, never mind, there's no time left. I'm gonna empty that. Oh, not down the sink. Oh my god. Empty that into Simplicity Part B. Here we go. Oh shit. Sorry. God. Ah, Jesus. Ah. Immediately add both the stop bath, agitate, and then let it sit for 1 minute. How much of this am I adding? Oh, it's added. We're gonna let that sit for 1 minute. Oh my god, my little heart is pounding. Whew. No problem. 20 seconds. Okay. Okay. 6 seconds. And then what? Wait. Okay. Then immediately stop bath, agitate. Oh, I didn't agitate it. Ah! Probably doesn't matter how long the stop bath is in there, right? Because it's just telling it to stop. It's not like doing anything. I really should be wearing gloves for this. I'm sorry that I'm not wearing gloves for this. Wear gloves for this, folks. When that's done, empty out the stop bath and add the fixer. Stop bath into this. Holding my breath for that, because I don't want to breathe acid chemicals. Wait, is that the one that's acid chemicals? Acid chemicals? One of them's acid chemicals, and I can't remember which one it is. Probably learn at the end of this that I'm being very stupid. Learn with me. Okay, fixer. About 30 seconds, so we'll do 4.5 minutes. Okay, I don't think we need to agitate it. I'll agitate it a little bit, just, it can't hurt, right? I'm gonna get dressed to go to my mom's. Okay, fixer's coming out. Like, I thought it'd be fun to document like the whole learning process from start to finish, but Lord. These are photos now. The hard part I think is over, right? Now it's just washing them and then wetting agenting them. And I'm washing it like 12 times or something, right? I've pre-mixed the wetting agent. Oh my god, it goes a long way. So this is pre-mixture of water and wetting agent going into the tank now. And what this one does is it just prevents the film from drying weird, I guess. Oh man, I'm so bad at baking because I'm really bad at like not just eyeballing out measurements. Like I'd be like, oh, you have to add like a teaspoon of salt. And I'll be like, that looks like about a teaspoon. And then my baked goods turn out tasting really weird. And I sense that I might have a similar problem with film development. All right, how long am I doing this for? Rinsing agent, let that sit. Oh, let that sit for a second. Oh. Ready to dry the film. Okay, I'm bringing the film out. I'm pulling it out. I'm so scared. Oh my god. Great reveal. Here we go. Oh my god. It kind of worked. Kind of worked. There's photos there. There's photos on there. There's like, they're not very bright, but they're there. Jesus, that was hard. Should it have this on it? It probably shouldn't have this much like shit on it, right?
Later.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm back from my mom's. We drank a bit of champagne, and that was not at all conducive to the activity of developing film, because now I am back, and I have just tried to load the second roll into the tank, onto the spool, and oh my god. The first time I loaded it earlier today, no problem. Just slid right on, did it. It was done. I don't even think I messed around. I think it was literally just whoop, 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 done. So I had really high expectations for that second roll. And oh my god, I have been on the floor for the last half hour. I had my partner come in and show me, like, just put this thing in front of me because I got 2 of these spools and like show me how the mechanism works. And then I got him to bring me some water. So he like helped me have some water because I couldn't use my hands. and accidentally gave me too much and I started choking, and then I choked up like water and saliva all over my dark bag. I was just like rolling around coughing, but my hands were in my dark bag. And then he left, and then my phone alarm started going off, so I was like trying to like use my feet to turn my phone alarm off. It slid into the sink, and then the sink was like dripping, so now my phone has water all over it. I couldn't do anything about it. I have finally successfully loaded the second roll of film into the dev tank. So this is a roll of Kentmere 400 in here right now. Kentmere seems to take a little bit longer to develop in general than other 400 ISO films. I am going to make a call and leave it in for 4 minutes part A, 4 minutes part B. Let's do this. Here we go. That's a different color than it was before. Let's see how this goes. So this is a universal developer, and it will develop pretty much all film in 3 minutes part A, 3 minutes part B. I'm pretty shocked at how that works. I'm going to do some further reading on it and probably do a future video where I develop film with more knowledge. For this one, I thought it was going to be fun to approach it with absolutely no knowledge. Next time I'd like to have a little bit more knowledge and know what I'm actually doing, because this is a pretty cool solution, and I think I didn't respect how truly cool it is until now. Looking at the dev chart and like this massive dev list for like how long everything takes and stuff is just not necessary with this developer. Stop bath. Okay. Agitate, then let's sit. And then fixer, 5-minute timer. Okay, big reveal. I skipped filming a bunch of the steps. You guys don't want to see me just like doing this over and over again. Here we go. Wedding agent has been removed. I think these negatives were a bit of a funky color, so we'll see. Oh yeah. Okay, there's photos on there. Oh my god. Oh my god. She worked. There's definitely photos on there. So that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video is more embarrassing than anything. I'm certainly going to go into a bunch more research and be much better prepared next time, because the next role that I want to develop is more important, and I want to understand this developer better, and I want to understand the timing and everything and how that works. But I don't apologize for coming uninformed, because I found it very fun. All right, so I actually didn't record a very good outro on the day that I was developing the film, so here's my outro here today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was a little more fumbly and unscripted than usual, but I had a lot of fun making it, and I feel a lot more confident now in my abilities to develop film. I actually cut out a bunch of footage of me looking up development times and being confused and mucking around with this giant dev chart, only to realize that the Simplicity developer actually does develop anything in 3 minutes part A, 3 minutes part B. It's like a universal developer. And there is some really interesting chemistry behind that. I'm going to do a lot more research and come back to you with a more informed opinion. But this is a brand new product, so if you haven't heard of it before, or if you're suspicious of how it works, I do recommend that you check it out and give it a shot, because not having to muck about with this massive dev sheet was actually a huge bonus for my first time developing film, especially since we had 2 different kinds of film which would otherwise have had 2 different developing times. So if that sounds good to you, do go and check it out at flicfilm.ca. I'll have it linked down in the description below as soon as the product listing is live, and obviously their entire dev kit is super helpful and stuff as well. So a huge shout out to Flic Film for making this video possible. It would probably have been another couple of months or another couple of years before I tried developing my own film had I not had this kit, so huge thanks to them. I'll see you guys next week with another video. It's going to be another Flic Film related video. I will be reviewing their latest lineup of cinefilms. So these are a line of ECN2 processed films. This video's been a long time coming, because it's hard to find somebody to process ECN2, and maybe at some point I'll try my hand at that as well, but that's going to be like, that's it's going to be a few years down the line, I think. If you liked this video, you can leave a like. You can subscribe to my channel for new photography related content almost every week. And I will see you guys next week with a new video. In the meantime, I want you guys to stay sharp, and don't forget to keep shooting. Bye, guys.